Oh, we're missing everything. 300 series.
Yeah, we can do some of that tonight if you want.
Yep, all good.
You and Trixie can shoot at me since I think I have at least one of most of that. I know I
Yep.
haven't. I've got an Avenger, and I think I've got a
Cutlass
350, and then I've got a 325A on my daughter's account.
will be the 325 we'd like to blow up. The 350 is just a yeah, and the
Okay,
M50. But if we had one of those,
I do.
we're good to go.
All right.
All right,
Talk to you
man.
later tonight. Bye.
Enjoy your day. Yeah, we have to do Cutlass as well. Yeah, but we've already blown Cutlasses up. We know they blow up nice and easy.
Yeah, I have one of those, and you've got one of those, so we
No, I
can.
don't have one anymore.
Okay, well, I still have one, so you can shoot at it if we want to film and test it too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Have fun.
User disconnected from your channel.
Yeah, so we'll have to blow up a Cutlass too. Because, you know, we all know the one thing the Cutlass does well, and that's blow up. Poop. You mean pop. I'd like to see you bring a Retaliator. That would be good. But I don't think so. If you're going to bring your Retaliator, then you'll have to go up against my Reclaimer and see how quickly you can blow it up. How's that, guys? Do we want to test that? We want to test every single ship and have it blow up a Reclaimer. The minute the Reclaimer is flyable, I will definitely do that. I will bring it out and you guys can all come and shoot the crap out of it and hopefully not destroy it. Okay, so I'm going to make a quick comment on the forums. In one of my discussions, we got ship component, Mustang Delta, damage sheets. So there is currently no damage taken from any weapons, including dumbfire rockets. No, multiple dumbfire rockets at point blank range. I will upload some video shortly and edit this post with the video. Okay, so that's done. Let us hope they actually recognize this as a big problem because they seem to have shunned it off on a number of occasions. Okay. So what do you want to do, Trix? Anybody want to fly some stuff? Just for the heck of it? I'm almost tempted now just to fly the Delta. Oh, lunch. Yeah. That sounds good. It's almost lunchtime. Let's check my loadouts. Okay. If I had some Omni Skies, I'd be using them. But I don't. So, that's what we're going to fly. And we're just going to do some... Yeah, I know, right? But, no more Omnis. So, public match, and I guess I'm going to fly the Super Hornet, and this will do. Yep. Let me go get my butt kicked by all the Mustangs that are going to be kicking my butt. But at least now we all know if you want to kill a Mustang, you actually have to kill with a cockshot. So get close and cockshot them. Or missiles. Make or break gaming. Welcome, man. No dollars. No dollars. Yeah, enjoy your nap, Deltron. We're going to upload the data to YouTube, Southern Cross, so you'll be able to see it on the Venus channel. I don't know if I changed the address here yet. Yep, there you go. You'll find them all there shortly. Super Hornet mode.
Super Hornet protocols initiated. Power distribution set to weapons and shields master.
Target.
Scanning.
Next. Next.
Locking on target.
Oh no. I guess I gotta protect Saurus. Next. Next.
Fixating on your target master.
Lock.
Attempting to lock on target master.
Don't you dare! What the fuck? You gonna shoot me? I can shoot you down too. Oh, Omni Skies? Seriously? I see what you're doing there. Gimbal lock.
Locking gimbaled weapons master.
You shot first, sorry. Target. Get target.
Scanning. Forward proximity alert. Scanning.
Target. What the fuck? Next. Flare. Flare.
Spark dust for fairies away.
Lock. Flare.
Spark
Flare.
dust for fairies. Eat flare bogey.
Alert. Starboard shields.
Powered shields.
Shields 3.
Fuck off. What's taking aggro? Front shields.
Done. Expecting
Powered
to
shields.
ram someone. Shields 3.
Shields charging. Scanning. Bogey. Aft proximity alert. Shields charging. Shields full. Forward.
Nearest hostile. Flare.
Of course, Master. Flare has been deployed.
Oh, I saw that coming. Flare.
Spark dust for fairies away.
Well, nobody got the kill. I killed myself. Quick response. Quick respawn.
All systems reset, Master. Awaiting your commands.
All systems
Super Hornet mode.
Super Hornet protocols initiated.
Get
Power
target.
distribution set to weapons and shields,
Next.
Master.
Seriously? Board.
scanning.
Target.
Bogey.
Next. Get next. Next.
Acquiring target lock,
Oh,
Master.
really? Front shields.
Front shield set to maximum.
Flare. Flare.
Spark dust. Eat flare.
Flare.
bogey. Spark
Lock.
dust for fairies.
Flare.
Acquiring target. Eat flare.
Flare.
bogey. Eat flare.
Lock.
bogey. Yes, Master.
Fire.
Attempting to firing on target.
Flare.
Eat
Flare.
flare bogey. Spark dust for
Flare.
fairies away. Of course, Master. Flare has been deployed.
Flare. Lock.
Of course,
Lock.
yes, Master.
Fire.
Fixating on your firing missiles.
Flare. Flare. Flare.
Eat flare bogey.
Flare.
Eat flare bogey.
Flare.
Of course, Master.
Lock.
Flare locking
Lock.
on target. Attempting to
Lock.
lock on target. Yes, Master. Attempting to lock on
Fire.
target. Take that, body.
Lock.
Yes, Master.
Lock.
Attempt locking on target.
Powered shields.
Shields 3.
Starboard shields.
Fire.
Firing on target.
Fire.
Missiles away.
Oh, stop the roll. Balance shields.
Shields at normal operating capacities.
Quick respawn, I guess. Yep. That's okay, though. I get you, I'm still winning. Quick respawn. Oh, he's ejecting, really? Reset.
All systems reset, Master. Awaiting your
Board.
commands.
All systems online. Scanning.
Quick respawn. Ah, never mind. Target. Super Hornet mode.
Super Hornet protocols initiated. Power distribution set to weapons and shields, Master.
Front shields.
Front shield set
Lock.
to maximum.
Lock.
Acquiring target lock. Acquiring target lock, Master.
Shields.
Displaying ship's shield levels.
Fire.
Missiles away.
Bye-bye. Balance shields.
Shields reset.
Board. Oops. Oh, why did he leave? The fuck? That's no fair.
Bogey.
Target. Overview.
Displaying ship's overview.
Scanning. Bogey.
Get target. Front shields.
Front shield set to maximum.
Lock.
Attempting
Lock.
to lock on target. Locking on target.
Flare.
Spark
Flare.
dust for fairy. Spark dust
Flare.
for fairies away. Of
Fire.
course, master. Missiles away.
Flare. Flare.
Spark dust for fairy. Eat flare road.
Oh, he got me. He got me. Damn missiles. Hey, Cirrus. Hey, Trakas. Or hey, Traksa.
Stand
Welcome.
by for reintegration.
Quick respawn.
All systems reset, master. Awaiting your commands. All systems activated. Displaying ship's weapons.
Board.
Displaying ship's power distribution. Displaying ship's shield levels. Displaying ship's overview.
Thank you for all of that. Very cinematic of you. Super Hornet mode.
All weapons bound to weapons group. Power distribution set to weapons and shields, master.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank me? No, thank you. Every time you sit in my cockpit, master, my windows get all hot and steamy.
No kidding. Target. Target. Get target.
You require a final kill for victory.
Target. Get target.
Charging. Shields charging. Shields full.
Board.
Forward. Proximity alert. Scanning. Bogey.
Target. Lock.
Fixating
Lock.
on your target. Attempting to lock on target, master.
Front shields.
Front shield
Powered shields.
fortified. Shields 3.
Power shields.
Shields 3.
Fire.
Firing on target.
Flare.
Eat flare bogey.
Flare.
Eat flare bogey.
Flare.
Spark dust
Flare.
for fairies. Of course,
Lock.
master.
Lock.
Fixating on your
Flare.
locking on target. Firing on target.
Flare.
Of
Flare.
course, master. Spark dust
Chaff.
for fairies. Oh, chaff that up in your brain.
Sorry, man. Sorry, Balathar. I apologize for that, man.
Flare.
But, good game.
Systems overheating.
Lots of missiles, though, man. Seriously. What's with the missiles?
Shields charging. Forward. Proximity alert. Shields full. Starboard. Proximity alert.
Impressed with what? That's not impressive, man. That's just playing. Why? Well, not better than anybody. And I never say that, okay? Because sometimes you get lucky. But I make a good wingman. Hint. Yeah, he should. I really should. I told him I fly his wing all the time. But nobody seems to think I have any skill. I just suck. I'm an old man. Nobody loves me. That's funny as hell. No, probably not going to find anybody in that game anymore, so give it a go. Stop. Cancel. Fuck. I forgot. We gotta switch out. What? I can't launch now? Seriously? I'm ready. I hate the lobby. Hey Samson, welcome. Guthrak, what's up?
Thank you, Master. It always pleases me to serve you well.
Well, you can fly in Star Citizen, yeah. But it's Arena Commander, not the actual game. It's just like the test modules that eventually, and even after the PTU launches, there will still be an Arena Commander for dogfighting. Oops. Sorry, I was updating the title since I'm no longer testing. Back. Hey, Goaki. Welcome. Grope. Grope. Hey. Don't be groping people in the stream. Come on. Be nice. How would you like it if they groped you? The fuck? Yeah, be warned, Heather. I'm like the kind of guy who just doesn't give a crap about your sexual preferences. If I want to grope, I'll grope. Wouldn't be the first to put a collar on. Not a lot of people know that about me, but yeah, some people don't like it. Some people are just mystified, and other people are like, seriously, dude, really? It's like any other lifestyle choice, I guess.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
Battle
Super Hornet
royale
mode.
initiated.
All weapons bound to weapons group. Power distribution set to weapons and shields, Master.
Hit target. Board. Oh, it's Balthar again.
Scanning. Bogey. Bogey.
Hit target. Hit target. Board.
Bogey.
Hit target.
Forward. Proximity alert.
Target.
Forward. Proximity alert.
So, Balthar has agreed to wait until someone else comes so we can own their ass. Because it's just the two of us again.
Forward. Proximity alert.
You like that command, Atrix? Target.
Scanning. Bogey.
Target. I don't know if many people know this, but if I'm waving my wings, I'm friendly. So yeah. Don't shoot the wing waggler. I would say Trixie, but this is a G-rated room. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'll stop. I'll stop.
Done. Let's hope you survive.
Mandela, here's the thing. Between the two games, I'm very biased. I played Elite, and I got bored to death after the first 5 minutes. I played it for an entire hour at max before I traded that account for a Star Citizenship, an Avenger. So, would I spend the money on Elite? Never. I regret spending my money on it in the first place. That said, that's my personal preference. If you're really looking for a game that's going to be all just absolutely awesome from get-go, I would have to say it's going to be Star Citizen. It has the most detailed ships, not the same outer hulls you see everybody flying in one of what, 4 or 5 ships that are possibly available. You actually get out and walk around. You have first-person shooter. You have the arena commander modules, the racing, the dogfighting. What else? Capture the core. When the PU comes out in a year or two, you're going to have everything: trading, salvaging, mining, fuel gathering from stars. You're going to have the persistent universe first person. You know, you're going to be able to steal people's crap, put up blockades. I mean, not just like shoot them down. You'll be able to actually board someone else's ship. You have our hangars. We can walk around and have a party. We'll have planet side social module where you can get out and hang out and chill at a bar. I mean, ask yourself this question. Do you want everything, or do you just want to watch stars fly past you in space? That's my opinion. I hope that answers your question. That was a free one. Testing was good, man. We got everything. We got the video I needed. I'll put it up a little bit later. Quick respawn.
All systems reset, Master. Awaiting your commands.
Aerospace. All systems online.
Super Hornet mode.
Super Hornet protocols initiated. Power distribution set to weapons and shields, Master.
Scanning. Bogey.
Target. Forward shields.
Charging.
Flare.
Eat
Flare.
for a bogey. Spark dust for fairies away.
Lock.
Fixating on your target, Master.
Didn't need to.
Shields. Charging.
Target. Get target. Get target.
Scanning. Bogey.
Get target.
Forward hit.
Front shields.
Shield.
Front shields
Power
set
shields.
to maximum. Shields 3.
Shields. Charging.
Flare.
Eat flare bogey.
Flare.
Spark dust for
Okay. $45 gets you in with the cheapest package that has Arena Commander. It will be an Aurora MR.
Stand by
Quick
for
respawn.
reintegration.
All systems reset master. Awaiting your commands. All systems activated.
Systems online.
Displaying ship's weapons.
Super Hornet
Displaying
mode.
ship's power. All weapons bound to weapon. Displaying power distribution
shields.
set to weapon. Displaying ship
Front
server
shields.
view. Done.
Shields. Charging.
Expecting to ram someone, master?
Yep.
Scanning.
Bogey.
Bogey.
Target. Lock.
Yes,
Lock.
master. Attempting to lock on target, master.
Forward hit. Shields. Charging.
Flare.
Spark dust for fairies away.
Shields. Charging.
Fire.
Missiles away.
Lock.
Yes, master.
Lock.
Attempting acquiring target lock, master.
Flare.
Of course,
Fire.
master. Missiles away.
Chaff.
Shaft that up your blink.
Alert. Systems overheating.
Get target.
Online.
Target.
Flare.
Target. Target.
Shield.
Target.
Scanning. Bogey.
Target. Flare.
Eat flare,
Flare.
bogey. Of course, master. Flare has been deployed.
Flare.
Overheating.
Of course, master.
Lock.
Flare has been deployed. Acquiring target lock, master.
Lock.
Acquiring
Flare.
target lock, master. Spark dust for
Flare.
fairies. Oh, of course,
Fire.
master. Firing
Chaff.
missiles. Shaft that up your blink.
Lock. Flare.
Yes, master. Of course, master. Flare has been deployed.
Flare.
Spark dust
Lock.
for fairies. Fixating
Fire.
on your target. Firing on target.
Chaff.
Of course, master. Shaft has been deployed.
Flare.
Of course,
Flare.
master. Eat flare, bogey.
Flare.
Of course, master.
Flare.
Flare. Of course, master. Flare
Flare.
has been deployed. Of course, master. Flare has been deployed.
Flare.
Eat flare, bogey.
Flare.
Spark dust for
Chaff.
fairies away. Chaff that up your blink.
Flare.
Spark dust for fairies away.
Fucking guns are overheated. Flare.
Of course, master. Flare has been deployed.
Warning. You are approaching simulation.
Flare.
Spark
Chaff.
dust for fairies. Chaff that up your
Flare.
blink. Eat flare, bogey.
Flare.
Eat flare, bogey.
Chaff.
Of course, master.
Flare.
Chaff has been. Of course, master. Flare has been deployed.
Warning.
Flare.
Eat flare, bogey.
Flare. Chaff. Chaff.
Chaff that up you a bleep.
Damn. If you're gonna go for $100, man, I would probably suggest you go for 325. 325A. That would be your shot if you're gonna go $100 mark. 315P. The 300i base model, that's a good start if you want to get in, but you will end up upgrading that. Reset.
All systems reset master. Awaiting
Board.
your commands.
All systems online. Scanning.
Get target.
Bogey.
Super Hornet mode.
All weapons bound to weapons group. Power distribution
shields.
set to weapons. Shields 3.
Target. Next.
Acquiring target lock master.
Bogey.
Next.
Yes master. Attempting to lock on target.
Rear shields. Flare. Flare. Nearest hostile.
Starcast for fairies away.
What the fuck, Saurus? Flare. Flare. Flare.
Of course master. Spark dust for
Seriously.
fairies away.
Flare.
What's going on?
Eat flare
Power
bogey.
shields.
Shields 3.
Flare. Flare.
Flare bro- Spark dust
Flare.
for fairies away. Spark dust for fairies away.
Eject.
Are you sure
Yes.
you wish to eject mass self-destruct?
Wait. Stop.
Activated. Ejecting
Stop.
now. Good.
325A rocks. Quick respawn.
For reintegration.
All systems reset master. Awaiting your commands.
Aerospace. All systems
Super Hornet mode.
online.
Super Hornet protocols initiated. Power distribution set to weapons and shields
What are you doing?
master.
Sounds really
Target.
intense.
Bogey.
Sorry? Target. Next.
Locking on target.
Shields.
Front shields.
Displaying ship's shield levels.
Front shields.
Done. Expecting to ram someone master?
Oops. I think I hit something.
I'll be right back.
An enemy requires
I think I hit something again.
stand by for
Quick respawn.
reintegration.
All systems reset master. Awaiting your commands.
All systems
Super Hornet mode.
Super Hornet protocols initiated.
Power shields.
distribution. Shields 3.
Target. Board. Damn.
You shouldn't talk
Thar.
like that in the cockpit, sir. That's 8 credits in the swear jar. Your
Oh.
swear jar now has 8 credits.
Damn swear jar. Target. Really? Full shield. Front shields. Lock.
Yes, master. Attempting to lock on target.
That didn't just happen. Lock.
Locking
Target.
on
Flare. Flare. Chaff.
Eat chaff.
Get
bogey.
target. Target. Chaff. Flare.
Of course,
Flare.
master. Of course,
Flare.
master. Eat flare bogey.
Fire.
Take that.
Lock.
Bogey.
Flare.
Attempting to lock on
Flare.
target.
Enough
master.
fucking
Eat
missiles,
flare
man.
bogey.
Seriously. Oh, I'm sorry, but I really dislike missiles. I think they're just a waste of time in this game. They show no skill whatsoever.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
Well, people just spam them. Like, they'll lock 2 or 3 on a time and you're constantly shooting flares off.
At least it's not as bad as it was a couple patches ago.
This is
Where
true.
There's just no way to get away from them, and you just insta-kill.
Yep, this is true.
Or you could actually get more points by firing off all your missiles and then ejecting and just doing repeating. It's horrible.
You know what I need to do, I think? this? Where is it? This keybinds. Star Citizen. Here. I think we'll make this my Z key. Okay, we'll do that. I think voice attack is a little bit slow when firing off flares, to be honest with you.
Yeah, a lot of the quick macros I usually spam to my, well, just to something that's like a button.
And away we go. Round 3. Got my butt royally kicked on that one. I think there's only 3 of us playing this game, you know. Go on, Trix, I need a wingman. Or, in this case, a wingwoman. Hey, Explosive, how you doing, man? Long time no see. Right? I knew I could twist your arm. Oh, that's boring. I hate racing. For other, oh, you know, some people love it. So I can't say I hate it because I don't hate it. That's a strong word, but yeah. Running around in circles, I don't know. It would be different if it was a drag race, but with souped up super ships. Well, you don't really have to, but you know.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
Waiting for players.
Master. Sure wish there were more players in this match. Perhaps consider a more competitive match?
Maybe. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Trix. Yeah, I guess that's true too. Explosive. I mean, don't necessarily like what we don't like, right? Board? No, I mean I'm bored. Don't show me the board. Well, actually, Trix, you know, there's nothing more unattractive than a woman who's too thin too, you know? I don't think so anyway. We all have our preferences, I guess. Some guys like women to be as thin as possible, others like them to be as round as possible, and then there's, you know, me who like proportionate women. I don't care how tall they are, it doesn't make a difference, they're all the same lying down. Right? Right? You know, it's true. But I have to admit, I am rather picky. Maybe overly so, but not so much with regards to physical appearance, though. when I was younger, perhaps, but as you get older, you realize it's not what you're laying next to, it's who you're laying next to. Yeah, it's about personality. It's about being able to actually communicate. One, that's really important.
I'm back. What's going on?
Welcome back. I think so, serious. I think they'll be maneuverable, but right now we've tested all of the Mustangs. Now, there was originally a complaint that Delta was indestructible when it got hit in the rear end, but we learned today that it's not just a Delta; it's every Mustang now. All the Mustangs, if you are shooting towards their tail end and you happen to hit their fuselage at the back, they'll take no damage. But if you hit them from the air intake forward, of course you'll do damage, but from the last maneuvering thrusters at the back on the fuselage to the tail end, they take no damage at all. And that's true not just with lasers, it's all weapons, including missiles and rockets. Okay, it doesn't look like we're going to get a match. So, out of here we go.
Oh, were you guys just playing a match or something?
I was trying to, yeah. But I'm not getting anybody to join. When I first joined, it was Saurus and Balthar. Saurus left, it was just Balthar and I, and then won that match, went back to the next one, and Balthar won his match. And then the last one was nobody got in. Nobody joined. I think there's nobody in the PTU.
I'm still working on my ship. I mean, I bought a tracker the other day after we talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
But it only came with 2 guns.
That is true. It only does come with 2.
And I was like, what a jip. So I only had like 10,000 UEC, so I wanted
The
I
turret?
bought some new missiles and some what is it? Oh, I couldn't buy the nose cannon because I was at like my daily limit of whatever UEC purchase.
Mm-hmm.
And I need the nose cannon. I need it, or else.
Hey, Tickler.
Like 2 things.
Yeah,
2 guns.
it's 20,000 UEC for the nose turret.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's ridiculous considering the fucking tracker is already one of the most expensive Hornets. Like,
Well,
it's more
Super Hornet.
expensive than the Ghost.
Yeah, but
Right.
not by much.
But-
And the only advantage to the tracker was having the long range sensors, right? That might actually
Right.
help
Yeah.
in the PU right now.
So I wanted, right now, I mean, I bought it because it's like what I wanted to fly in the actual game.
Mm-hmm.
But like right now, it seems to not have any benefit. Like,
Well, I think the sensors might. I've not flown one, so I don't know. But judging from what I've seen from all of the other ships right now, losing target is something that happens regular now. So if someone's like flaring, or not flaring, chaffing, not only will you lose them as a target, you can't find anything else either. So for example, if you're chaffing, and you will lose them as a target, and they will lose you. So you're literally hidden. But briefly,
what does it do? Just spike the ambient EM or
well,
IR
it
signal?
puts out enough noise around you so that actual IR signature isn't being picked up by the tracking, by our
But that should
radar.
register then as the AMB at the bottom there, shouldn't it?
Right, but we're losing track completely of these targets. We're not getting.
It also will you'll lose your own targets as well.
Exactly. You and them, anybody who's caught in the range will lose target. And the problem, I think, right now, at least in 1.01, 1.02, it's still bad, but I don't know. I can't say for sure unless I get somebody in and we target each other, move as far away as possible, and then fire off a chaff and see if they lose target or not. But in the PU 1.01, as it is, or not PU, the live 1.01, as it is now, I could be on the far side of the map and you can be on the other side. If we had target each other and I chaffed, we'd both lose target. And you, even if you're like
Wait, so what is
miles
the
away.
what's the difference between chaff and flare? Flare
Well,
just ruins
Flare
IR
shoots out
signal,
an IR
chaff
signal that rockets will lock onto or missiles will lock onto and follow. Chaff creates a noise cloud that you can hide in, so that the rocket no longer has you as a target, and then it becomes literally a dumbfire rocket and just keeps traveling in the direction it was going until it picks up your signal again, and then it will hit you again. So you can use
but isn't
chaff.
chaff for EM?
Yeah, EM and
Yeah.
well, it's supposed to hide all your EM signature, correct? But it's right now blocking everything.
But IR still works when you shoot chaff.
But it's
right?
not, because if you fire off a marksman missile that's IR, it loses track of you too.
Okay, but it's not supposed to, right?
Correct.
That's how it is right now.
Chaff is
Okay.
broken,
I
right?
thought chaff was for EM, and then
It's
It's
completely
supposed
broken.
to be that way. Yeah, it's the idea you
Or-
have is correct, but the way it works, like functions right now, isn't.
okay, because I noticed that too. I was like, I can't figure out what they're doing here. It must be just not set up yet.
One of
Um,
the biggest tactics
notice
right
that.
now that people are using that's really getting frustrating, I guess, is that they'll fly over you and with their missiles locked, fire missiles and then chaff the minute they get close enough to you, and you're screwed. You can't find the missiles. You can't get away from them. They're
so
just
that
going to
hurts
hit you.
both your signals, you're saying?
Yep.
Both your radars. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll fix it.
I hope so. Oh, but you can
When
shoot a
is the
missile down, by
question.
the way. If you had a good enough shot, you can target a missile and shoot it down.
That's always satisfying.
Yep.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
even know that.
Yeah.
That's why they have target indicators on them, the red triangle.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that at all.
yeah. It's.
What
It's
is the
very
little, is that a
satisfying to shoot
life
missiles
bar
in the
then on
sky.
them? That little like parenthesis that's on the red triangle when the missiles are launched? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
There's often, I don't know if it means it's the direction it's headed or what, but like there's a red triangle when a missile is launched, and then off to the one of the corners there's like a little curved line.
Oh, that may be. I know that the way the target's pointing is the triangle is pointing is the direction it's taking. That I know for sure. Whether the squiggly or whatever it is that's on it might indicate the top that shows you that it in fact is the direction that it's turning, I don't know. But that
Yeah,
would
I
make
gotta
sense.
Play with that more.
Now I'm going to watch that if I can get a friggin' match.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really interested in playing more, and definitely I'm down to run some tests with this tracker at some point. What's your targeting distance when targeting assist pops up for you?
It depends on the weapons that you have loaded,
Does okay.
but I
I
never
mean, I
shoot
have
anything.
Badgers, and mine is roughly targeting assist pops in, I think, at 2,600 meters.
Yeah, and you can hit, but I never
Hit,
fire
yeah.
anything until under 1,500. Although I'm starting to think that maybe I should stop doing that, because that last fight with Balthar, I was almost 3,000 meters out before he started shooting, and I didn't see any of his lasers coming at me, but I got hit. So that may be something to test too, because you don't see it from that far out, and you would think that even if they got that close, you'd still see it, but nope. There was nothing, I just got hit. There's nobody in this match either.
Proximity alert. Overhead. Proximity alert. Port. Proximity alert. Forward. Proximity alert. Port. Proximity alert. Forward. Proximity alert. Port. Proximity alert. Forward. Proximity alert. Forward. Proximity alert. Port. Proximity alert.
Who says strafing is broken in the Hornet?
Forward. Proximity alert.
Camera 2.
Camera 2.
Flare. Flare.
Ooh. Chaff.
Chaff that up your bleep.
Flare.
Flare.
Spark dust for fairies away.
Flare.
Countermeasures.
Eat flares. And shaft's bogey.
Flare.
I'm not gonna have any flares or chaff left if someone does join the match.
Forward. Proximity alert.
Flare.
Spark dust
Chaff.
for fairies. Chaff that up your bleep.
Online. Flare. Forward. Proximity alert. Starboard. Proximity alert.
Fuck all this health insurance noises. Fucking health insurance rates went through the roof since this Obamacare shit.
Yep.
I mean, I was all for the idea when I was like, oh, cool, like, we got a great idea to give everybody health care. Like, okay, like, I'm sure it'll be kind of rough around the edges at first, but whatever, that sounds like a great idea.
You
Even
think
not
that's
like
bad?
socialist or anything.
I was working in the medical industry when it came around, and I was like, no, don't do it.
But I have private health insurance. So I was like, oh, it's good for people who don't have it. And then my health insurance cost
oh no,
thing
your health
doubled.
insurance cost is gonna go too. Yeah.
Thing double.
Surprise!
I used to pay like $80 a month, and then they sent me my insurance company that I've been having for like major hospital coverage. I have like 4 or 5 companies because I'm a realtor here, so I need like supplemental coverage and things in case I get in an accident to cover my salary. And
Bored.
I got fucked, man. They sent me a bill. It was like $390.
Yeah.
I'm like, for a month. I call them up. I'm like, yo, is this like, are we paying by quarter now? Like, what's going down? And they're like, oh no, you got to pay for all this other stuff because of Obamacare. I'm like, fuck that. I'm like, do I get like bonus coverage? And they're like, well, like if you're a pregnant woman or like you have a history of
That'll happen.
psychiatric
Everything that
like,
doesn't apply to you.
problems. And I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, we got to cover like the 11 basic Obamacare functions now. And I'm like, fuck that noise. Like I'm paying 5 times the amount I originally was, and they're like, "Yeah,
So
that's pretty
cancel
much
my
across the
insurance
board."
and I'll get Obamacare.
Well, I said I can't qualify for it, so like I was like, I can't. I'm like, fuck this, I'm canceling. I don't believe you guys. So I call my insurance broker, and she's like, "Oh yeah, all the private insurance went up across the board." I'm like, fucking kidding me? I don't believe it. Find me some new plans. I ended up going with Aetna. But she found me a bunch of plans, all of them. I can't get an $80 plan anymore. Like it doesn't exist. Like I pay now a couple $100 a month.
Be
for
grateful.
The same shit.
Be
With
thankful,
a pretty
man.
high deductible too.
You could live in Canada. That would be different.
Live in Canada.
Yeah, you could live in Canada.
Maybe I will.
And you would get free healthcare. Well, free as in you wouldn't get an extra monthly bill. They just take 60% of your income in tax. So work until June to pay off your health care, and then the rest of the money you can keep. Welcome to Canada. So your health care is still better than ours, whether most people like to believe it or not. Well, not better, but cheaper. However, I will admit that you could walk into any hospital or doctor's office and get what you need done, walk out without a bill. But it is costly.
Nothing's free.
Nope. That is for sure. And I'd like to say it's equal across the board, but, it's not. Everybody pays a percentage in taxes, and that's just the way it goes. Now, the more money you make, the more tax you pay, but but you also get more deductibles. So whatever. So, Star Citizen, yeah, no taxes, great. Yeah. And we don't need and free healthcare too.
Right?
Yep.
It's the future, man.
Yeah.
Just use that to explain.
Yeah,
what
you're right, Slippery. And the wait for healthcare here is ridiculous, yeah. While
You guys also live in the US?
you certainly do get free healthcare if you need to go to emergency, but I'll give you an example, okay? This is how bad it really is. I contracted a small infection in my leg one day from a scratch at work. I got a scratch at 10 o'clock in the morning. By 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I had passed out at my desk. By 6 o'clock in the evening, when the girl came in to do the insurance adjustments, she had woken me up, told me I was pale. I was sweating like crazy, sitting directly underneath an air conditioner, freezing cold. And she said, "Oh, you better go to the hospital. You look really bad." I'm like, "What the hell?" So I didn't really think about the scratch on my leg, but I felt I was probably catching a major flu or something, right? So after she left, I finished up some work and I just started feeling really ill, and I walked out towards the front door. I don't remember getting there, but apparently my boss woke me up at 7 o'clock in the morning, lying on the sofa in the reception area of the office. And I was like, damn, I need to go to the hospital. I put my foot down on the ground and I almost passed out with the pain. Lifted up my pant leg. Dude, the scratch had turned to the size of about a silver dollar or loonie. And the skin was going all black, and my legs were red all the way up to my groin on one side and halfway down the leg on the other. So the infection had gone up one leg and started going down the other. So I went to the emergency room at 8 o'clock in the morning. I saw the intake people, and they're like, "Describe the pain on a 1 to 10. 20, buddy. Look at my leg. It's going black." I sat for 2.5 hours in the emergency waiting room before they finally took me in. And when the doctor finally saw me, he was freaking out because apparently I had contracted necrotitis.
Necrotizing fasciitis. Yeah,
fucked, man.
That's a fun one right there.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? That sounds awful. That sounds like a spell.
It's flesh eating.
It's flesh eating disease, man.
Yeah, it's a flesh eating bacteria. It's actually interesting because where I live, they have that shit in the soil, and that shit's bad.
Dude, 2.5 hours I sat there while my legs were being destroyed by a bacteria. Yeah. To this day, both of my legs are scarred. Like they look like, from my ankles to my shins, they're completely scarred. Like it's all scar tissue because the skin had. What happens is that the disease gets underneath the skin into the epidermis layer and boils it off. You literally boils the skin right off your leg.
Yep.
And it had
noms you.
Giant blisters from knees to ankles, and then it gets underneath it and starts eating the flesh. And that little tiny hole I had ended up being.
You didn't get it on your scrotal sac.
I was quite.
Right.
I was quite fortunate.
There's a lot of places you can be fortunate.
There's a lot of places.
I was very fortunate. Yeah, exactly.
Your face, you're fucking like, oh yeah, man, like a lot of places.
I was like, damn. So I spent a couple of nights in the hospital. Actually, checked myself out. I left with the IV plug in my arm because I had to go pick up my daughter from her mother. So they're like, "Are you fucking crazy? You can't leave here yet. I gotta go pick up my daughter." So I had to sign a waiver and get myself out. Okay, so this is match number 4 attempt, and still nobody here. So we're out of here. Nobody's flying. Like, nobody.
I'd fly if I had full weapons.
Right, Black?
More practice.
Yeah, well, I'm just flying around in the asteroid belts trying to avoid everything. That's it. But that's no fun. So I'm going to go kill some Vandul if no one's coming.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of Vandal Swarm. I haven't played in so long. Game just feels way different than when I played it. Way back when.
Maybe I'll just go down to the live server.
Is anything coming out today on the website?
Not that I'm aware of. What is today? Tuesday? No. Speaking of which, actually, there should be a new.
I'm making coffee.
Yes, please. Oh, yeah, there's a new tent for the chairman out.
That was from yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't see it though. I was like, I forgot.
It sucks.
It's sweet. I liked a
That
couple
one, he
parts
didn't
of it.
talk about shit in that one.
That would also mean that there's an around the verse out too, or I mean, reverse the verse.
Reverse the verse.
You've never seen it? It's more informative than the around the verse.
I don't know. I saw it once, and really, I felt like they were way off topic the whole time.
They're always off topic. Then,
Yeah.
see, I hope CIG is listening to this because backers and your what do you call them, subscribers are really getting upset with the fact that every time we watch one of their live feeds, we're always talking about what color underwear they have or fucking something else that's unrelated to the
And
game.
they're like, "Hey, I paid you to give me good info."
Yep. And answer our damn questions instead of ignoring them. If you don't have an answer, at least acknowledge the question, for God's sakes. That way you can avoid all the spam in chat. That's my opinion, but hey. We'll let James do his thing,
Give me 2 seconds of douchebaggery. Hold on.
Actually, I need a moment anyway, guys. Everyone in the stream, I'll be right back. Fortunately, streaming for hours takes its toll on the bladder.
Douchebaggery is done.
Be right back.
Had to grind that fresh Guatemalan coffee.
Nice.
Picked from some kind of plant that I don't even need to be aware of by some kind of people that I have no knowledge of. Cool, so you can sit on your ass in the middle of the day and play Star Citizen. Yes. Feel me, oh delicious bean juice. I need to be going to work. I haven't gone into the office in like 2 weeks.
Okay, I'm back.
Delicious brew.
So we're going to try some Vandal, I guess, because, yeah.
What's the farthest wave you got to in co-op Vandal?
All the way.
Which is what, 18?
18, yeah.
18, yeah.
Oh, crap, I forgot I was going to exit the game and go to the public. The very public... Oops.
What happens at 18? I haven't got that far.
It ends.
There's a... it's a whole wave of nothing but elites.
Yeah, 18 is just all elite, yeah. Come on, what the hell's going on with my mouse here? There you go.
Yeah, I can't really get past 15 solo. Like, I just get obliterated because they like mob up on you.
That they do. The trick is to not let your
Well, I mean, I have
partners
gotten
die.
past that, but like, I've just hit an asteroid, and I don't know, I guess it's kind of cheesy, but whatever.
It happens.
Yeah. I don't really consider that legitly going through it, though. Let half of the Vandals slam to an asteroid.
What? 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 Come on. What? What do you want? I'm not chasing you. My cat being an idiot. Well, it's my daughter's cat, but... Yeah, I don't own a cat.
I do, and he's a prick.
Ours is like... She's cute and everything. I mean, she's like a calico, but she's black and tan, I guess. And she's got like a bandit mask. Top half of her face is all black and the bottom is tan. Yeah. My daughter brought her home. I was like, no, okay, yeah, she's kind of cute. But damn. Now this one is the neediest cat I've ever met in my life. If you don't pay her any attention, she'll jump all over you, climb on your shoulder, meow, meow, meow. Like she's in heat all the time, but she's not. And when my daughter leaves, she'll sit by the door like a dog, waiting for her to come home. Okay, that's interesting. I got a big empty spot in my hangar. Oh, there they are. What the hell? No ships?
Is the 1.02 patch going live this week on the regular server?
Probably on Friday, like they usually do. I'm hoping they fix a couple of things first, though. Hey, Frosty, how you doing, man? What do we got here? Badger.
How are the Minsky guns?
They're overpowered.
I'd consider them the best in the game.
They are overpowered.
I mean, are they shoot a lot slower than the Badger, right?
They
They do.
Oh, yeah, not a
But-
lot. Not a lot slower though.
I mean, considerably enough to like they're not rapid fire by any means, but
Yeah.
you're still because you know they're cannons, so it makes sense they wouldn't fire rapid fire wise, but
Mhm.
they will definitely tear up whatever you put in front of them. They're amazing.
They will obliterate it
Yeah, they're great.
in a couple of shots. You know, yeah, you're dead.
What size are they?
3.
Okay, 3.
Thought they were size 2.
Maybe.
What?
Let me take a look.
Because my 315 can, I don't think it can hold size 3 guns.
Do you have a Hornet trainer or the F7C? If you do, you can take the mounts off the F7C wings and put them on your 300 series.
Yes.
Make them gimbaled. Use class 3 weapons. They are class size 2, yeah, you are correct. But you see
Is
how
there
they're...
any size 3 laser cannon?
Yeah, the Panthers are size 3. The CF-227 Panther.
And how are those compared to the Aminskis?
Well, we tested them side by side, and the Ominsky is about 250% more powerful.
Really?
Yeah,
Then why would you use
approximately, yeah.
Doesn't the size 3 require more power?
Yes, it does. And but these are repeaters, so they, a single shot doesn't mean you're getting one blast of laser. You get 2 with a single click, but it still only does about 85 damage when it gets through your shields. But on a Minsky, we'll do 124 with a single blast through your shield. So it literally almost doubles it. Well, it does double it. But you can shoot the Panther off really quickly and probably do about the same amount of damage at the... If you were to hit a sitting target and you fired off the same... If you were to both hold your button until one fire of the Minsky went off and you held the button for the Panthers long enough for that one Minsky to go up and then stopped, you probably would do about the same amount of damage per second. But the chances of you getting all of your hits from a repeater to hit, not likely. The chance of you getting one hit from an Minsky to hit, pretty good. Maybe we'll try some of this here. What the hell are you doing there, Heather? I was kind of hoping, that in the PTU, they should just give us access to all of the ships and all the guns. I don't see why, because they can just wipe that any time, right?
Yeah, I mean, it all gets wiped anyway, so why not allow people to essentially test out everything? Because I'm sure there's a lot of ships that people just don't have, or, I can't really think of it, but...
It's not that they wouldn't want you to, test it. It's because people will just be chattering about it like we are. Just like, that ship sucks, that ship blows. This is way broken. This thing is way broken. So it doesn't have a face. It's pretty much a 300 fucking eye. Like, what the fuck are they thinking? And it's like they don't want to generate that kind of...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because you would.
They would, and on top of that, you'll probably find that most people will just be flying around in a Super Hornet anyway. It'll be what guns do they load that matters.
Dude, the Super Hornet, I wasn't aware it had such intense shields.
It has no shields. What are you talking about? It's supposed to have a decent shield, but we've run tests through it. We shot it up with every single weapon you can think of, from long guns or the long swords to the broadsword to the what's the new one called? The cannon, whatever it is. Anyway,
I forget.
Starts with an S. All of them rape your shields completely, and then do damage on top of that.
Yeah, but it has 2 more sides protected than the My tracker does. My tracker only is front and back.
True.
Could that
This
be
is true.
why essentially it's not getting as high of a score essentially on like shields because it's taking that shield and splitting it in 4 pieces?
I don't think so because it's also supposed to have more power, but not happening.
That's the question. Yeah.
So that said, we tried it with every weapon. Then we did it with the 3 laser weapons, which was the Bulldog, Panther, the Bulldog, Badger, and then the Panther. And while each one of the 3 sets of weapons did incrementally more damage, all of them raped the shields with one single shot. Every single one destroyed your shield, whether it be ballistic or laser. Now, what's supposed to happen is the ballistic we think is working as intended, because when the shield is down and you hit with the ballistic weapon again, it does a lot more damage. Like instead of 1825, it was doing 100%
mitigation. Yeah.
Right. Now, with laser, on the other hand, though, it just rapes your shields completely, which it should, as far as the shield is concerned, because it's supposed to absorb 100% of the laser, right? Until the shield power is depleted, shield is gone, then the laser weapon should be able to do damage. But what's happening is the laser weapon is operating almost like a ballistic weapon in that it hits the shield, destroys it, and does you damage. So the shield is pointless right now on a Super Hornet. It really is not even of any... Oh, actually, that's not true. It's pretty protective
of ballistic weapons. Does anybody use them? Because
no.
Like when I'm fighting, everybody uses lasers.
Right, nobody's using them. Super Hornet mode.
Why is that?
Well, because the cannons are much better. Okay, so this guy's going to get a free one, whoever he is.
But ideally, the cannons blow away the ships. And ideally, you're going to have more damage.
Lock.
From a ballistic
lock. Fire.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Fucker.
A lot of people use
Super Hornet mode. Sorry guys,
use lasers just to
power distribution
because they don't have to worry about ammo cost, but then again, at the same time, you don't have to worry about charge if you're using ballistics. So it's kind of like a trade-off depending on which one you want to use. But I would imagine people aren't using ballistics mainly just because they have an ammo capacity. Whereas lasers,
no, they're not using them because they just don't do as much damage compared to the lasers. And right now, the only 2 weapons that people are using for the most part are Badgers and Omnis. And those who can afford the Panthers are running on all Panthers. And that's a deadly build, by the way.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Target.
So the
next.
I mean, when the game comes out,
I mean,
how are missiles and bullets gonna work? Like, is it the same way as it is now? They're like, you do get an infinite amount of them. You just put back your hanger, or you have to.
I'd imagine you'd have to buy ammunition, as well as missiles. That's what they talk about a lot. So it wouldn't surprise me if in the persistent universe you're gonna have to stuff and stock constantly. So that could be an advantage of laser weapons. Because all you have to do is essentially have a good power plant.
That'll piss you off though when you're launching missiles in the game. It's just every time you launch 1,000
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, I'll take a look at that, Buck. Quick respawn. Oh my God, what the hell's up with this audio?
Awaiting your commands.
All systems online.
The fuck? Why is it resetting my audio? Super Hornet mode? Super Hornet mode.
All weapons bound to
well,
weapons
I mean,
group.
there's supposed to be a lot of different weapons that we won't even see until we actually get into the persistent universe. Or at least that's how they're making it sound.
Right.
Target.
Because the idea is that like all the stuff we're able to acquire right now is just civilian model stuff. They don't really talk a lot about it, but I get the feeling that there's going to be like essentially military and or like secret
displaying
weapons.
power distribution.
I mean, I'd like to see more ships like the military ones. Like you actually have to earn them. Part of the way, like
Hard
they're
shields.
expensive, but
shields
you have to go do a series of missions or faction things
Yeah.
to
Shields.
unlock the ship.
I mean,
Shields
it
set
also
to maximum.
seems that like you could have components themselves that are like military grade because you know
Yeah.
right now we have civilian
Rear shields.
components,
Like
right?
an Eve or
So
I've got
something.
your ass.
yeah,
covered,
I mean
master.
similar, yeah, like
You
where
ever
you
played
could get
Eve?
like yeah, I played that. You could get like specific components
Somebody
that
behind me,
like
man.
you could only get certain parts of the galaxy or something. Yeah, that'd be cool. Really interested on how you're gonna like if they're gonna do like terraforming or like finding planets for people to terraform
Super
and
Hornet
like
mode.
essentially make
All
into
weapons bound to
like,
weapons group.
some kind of producing
Power
hub or something
distribution
like
set
that.
to weapons done.
seems like
Expected
power
to
shields.
launch
Like-
master shields
I mean,
3.
it feels like what
Balance
they're going to
shields.
do is they're going to launch a number of
Balancing
systems,
shields.
Target.
then add sectors, and then eventually be like, if there was some expansion or something, be like, oh, here's more banning of space,
Lock.
or here's more
Yes,
Yeah.
master.
beyond space. And then,
Attempting to
front
lock
shields.
on
in
target
addition to
front
that, there
shield
might be
set to
small
maximum.
packs where they're like, I feel like they're going to do events where they're like, terraforming has begun, and this
Super
planet
Hornet mode.
that was discovered,
All
like,
weapons bound to
yeah.
weapons
It would be
group.
kind of
Power
interesting though if you
distribution
could
set to
terraform your
weapons
own
and
planet.
shields master.
right? I
That
don't
would be
think they
cool.
let you.
Probably
Like,
not. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be fucking insane.
Fixating on your target
Fire.
master.
I can't
Firing
say
missiles.
Lock.
Attempting to
I've
lock
already
on
got it where
target
they're like, oh,
master.
you're going to own shops and
Balance
stuff.
shields.
I mean, it's like every
Resetting
time I talk
shields.
about
Lock.
this with my guild, it's like,
Yes, master.
we're all just
Attempting
like,
to
well,
lock
this
on
is the most
target.
ambitious fucking game ever, regardless of genre.
Next.
Yeah, it's insane.
Attempting to lock
So-
on target master.
You know, I don't know if you ever, who am I thinking of? It's kind of cheesy comparison in aspect, but
Next.
do you know who Peter Molyneux
Attempting to
is?
lock on target master.
Sounds familiar, but I'm
Lock.
He was the
Yes,
producer at
master.
Lionhead Studios when they made
Attempting
the
to
Fable
lock on
series.
Oh,
Lock.
yeah, okay, cool.
Locking on
And
target.
then the whole God
Acquiring
series, I
target
forget what it's
lock
called now.
master.
Black and white.
Fire.
Black and white, yeah.
Missiles
And
away.
you know that guy, like he just over promises and under delivers.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, and constantly people bought his games anyway, and he constantly, this is the biggest world, and like there's gonna
Front
be
shields.
all this shit in it.
Done.
And it was like, dude, this is a
Expecting
joke.
to ram
Lock.
summon
And your
master.
fucking
Acquiring
boss
target
fights
lock
suck, and
master.
obviously
Fire.
you don't know shit
Flare.
about games.
Flare.
Like,
Spark
Lock.
dust.
Yeah,
fulfilled.
or well,
Yes,
what
master.
he thinks
Attempting
is
to lock
like
on
his
Lock.
target.
view
Flare.
of like
Flare.
a massive world
Each
Flare.
flare
is
loading.
nowhere near
Each
what
flare
everyone
loading.
else's view.
Each flare
right,
loading.
exactly. And it's like
Lock
Chris
Fire.
on
Roberts knows
target.
what's up,
Firing
but
on target.
Chris Roberts hasn't made a fucking game in 15 years.
Fucking
So,
spam. Holy crap.
you know, what I worry about is it's like, well, let's see. Like, I'm sure the dude's been kicking it, like, banging his hot wife and whatnot.
Quick respawn.
But, like,
All systems
Well, and he
reset
seems to be
master.
looking at a lot of
Awaiting your
other
commands.
games out, like Eve and other things,
Super Hornet mode.
and
All
kind of
weapons bound to weapons
doing his own
group.
twist
Power
on it in a way.
distribution set
let's
to
get
weapons
real
yeah,
game.
and
It looks
shields
great,
master.
and we can actually play
Power.
it, so I do feel a little more confident.
Displaying ships
Weapons.
power
That we can play some of the
distribution.
mechanics, but
Displaying
some of
ships
the-
weapons.
There's just a sheer component to, like, you can put as much tech and shit as you want in a game like Arena Commander that's really tiny, and you can pound away at that, and that's
Overview.
awesome. But when you're talking
Displaying
about
ships
sheerly
overview.
publishing a shit ton of content, like, it's just man hours. It's like
Target.
there's no tech out there. It's just like, hey, you pretty much got to just sit there and design a bunch of shit.
Target.
You guys are
Yeah.
promising, like, what is it, 1,000 systems or something? In the end, like when it comes
I
out,
don't remember the end
Target.
something
system.
because they were comparing it. Totally Dangerous is like ridiculous, but joke system.
I
Ridiculously
know that they
boring.
said it was going to take like something like 2 days to get from one end to the other, or something like that.
Okay, we'll have to see
Lock. Lock.
what it is. 2 days
Attempting
is
to
Lock.
lock on target. Locking on target.
I want more. I want it to be like a
Lock.
week minute.
Yes, master.
Be a month.
Attempting
Let's
to
do
lock
Star
on
Trek
target.
Voyager on this
Locking on
motherfucker.
target.
Lock.
Yes, master. Attempting to lock on
Quadrant,
target.
and they're like, what, dog?
Fire.
I thought we were gonna play tonight. And you're like,
Firing missiles.
sorry, man. It's gonna take me 72 years to get back.
Get target.
Sorry.
Lock.
Oh,
Locking on
shit.
Lock.
target. Fixating on the target master. Acquiring target lock
Like,
master.
I don't know, just I'm so in love with it. Me and all my friends have pretty much abandoned all
Full throttle.
other ideas of playing
Thrusters
other
to
MMOs.
maximum
Like, our guild's been
master.
around so long. I played so many MMOs.
a lot of the guild I'm in, they're pretty much like waiting on Star Citizen at this
Yeah,
point.
oh,
Like,
waiting on
it's-
Star
I've because I
Fixating on
went
the
in and maybe
target
me and this other
master.
guy who were
Acquiring
just
target
talking about it,
lock
but like a long
Lag.
time ago, and now like majority, if not all, of the guild is now like, all right, we're going to Star Citizen after it. You know, like we're
Fire.
Chat that up, firing on
Did you used to play
target.
Ultimate?
Lock.
No,
Fixating on your attempting to lock on
Ultimate
target.
Sam was
Yes,
sort
master.
of
Attempting to
a
lock on
combination
target.
of Final Fantasy stuff and
Nearest hostile.
TF2.
Okay, because I'm sitting there looking at it. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
now that I
sand
think
Lock.
bitch.
Acquiring. Fixating on your target,
Lock.
master. Locking on target.
That was one of my first
Take
demos
that.
ever
Bye.
played. I was there.
I hear about it a lot. I haven't played it at all.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good for its time. I mean, it's way ahead of its time in a lot of things. Actually.
Yeah. Well,
It was like around when Diablo 1 was out,
Okay.
and
We need to
it was
be
a little more
flying deltas, I think.
rigid than that. But
Quick
the
respawn.
universe was huge.
All
Oh,
systems
not a
Rules,
cutlass.
things
set,
like housing
master.
and
Awaiting your commands.
players stealing from each other.
Why are
and
these
stuff,
people
like, it
flying
brings
cutlasses,
it
man?
to that.
Bringing
Only
a
ship they
cutlass
have.
into Arena Commander is like taking a fucking knife to a gunfight. It's just dumb.
My fucking
Super
friend
They're
Hunter.
really fragile.
Super
loves
Hornet
his
protocols
cutlass. It's the only ship
initiated.
he has.
Power
Why
distribution
is it? He's
set
like,
to
I love this
weapons and
cutlass. I'm like,
shields,
dude, I hear it
master.
sucks balls. He's like, what?
It's really bad.
I'm like, yeah, you should fly other ships. He's like,
Like,
no.
Target.
I could
Awesome.
actually ram through like the
Next.
hull of a cutlass
Attempting
in
to
my
lock on
in my
target
300,
master.
and I'm like,
Lock.
well, this really shouldn't
Yes,
happen.
master. Acquiring
That's
target
awesome.
lock master.
Next.
They should. The 300
Locking on
is like-
target.
See,
Lock.
he has to like.
Attempting
I
Lock.
don't
to
know
lock
why.
on,
I
locking
have
on
an
target.
Fire.
F7C
Take that.
banger,
Body.
and he has a 300i,
Target.
Yeah.
and I don't know why
Get
we
target.
both have different free ships
Next.
or whatever.
Fixating on
Next.
your
It was
target
weird at
master.
the
Locking
beginning.
on
It seemed
Rear
target.
like
shields.
they gave everybody
I don't
who
think
had a
there's
300
locking on
variant
target.
their own 300, and I still have.
Get off my ass,
like, I
buddy. I'm
still
trying to
have a
save
300
yourself. What the fuck are you
trainer
doing?
or whatever. But I don't understand like some of the trainer ships that people got, like how that exactly worked, because my buddy got a just regular
Alright, not gonna help anybody else. Fuck.
regular 300, and he didn't get a trainer. So I was like, wait, what? Okay.
Super Hornet
So, like,
mode.
I don't know.
All
300i, you
weapons
mean?
bound to weapons
Steady
group.
one.
Power
Target.
distribution set to weapons and shields.
Yeah, yeah,
master.
he just got the regular 300i. I got a 315p. I ended
Yes,
up with
master.
two 300s
Attempting to
essentially.
lock
Next.
on
But you
target.
got a
I
what?
still have mine.
Fixating on your
315p.
target master. Fixating on your
Lock.
target
That's what I've got
master.
at the moment.
The
Fixating on your
exploration
target
lock one?
master.
It is.
Lock.
Attempting to lock on
Okay.
target master.
325A is the
Next.
fighter one, right?
It is, yeah.
Fixating on
Next.
your
You
target
can
master.
pretty
Yes,
much
master.
make
Next.
Attempting.
the same.
Yes, master.
Like, I
Attempting
already got
to lock
the
on
missile,
target.
the
Next.
Talon missile pods or
Locking
whatever.
on target.
All that good stuff.
Yeah.
But
Lock.
I don't
Yes,
know.
master.
Fire.
The way
Attempting
they did
to
the
lock-
trainers
take
and
that.
doled them out is
Body.
kind of weird. And my buddy was flying
Lock.
Yes, master.
Lock.
the Hornet trainer,
Acquiring
and that
target
thing's
lock
kind of just
master.
been busted for forever. It really just doesn't work.
Fire.
Firing on
That's
target.
That's the
one.
one I have.
Yeah. I don't know. Do your missiles actually track things? Or do they just kind of fire like
Well,
that?
Next.
that,
Fixating
because
on
they're
your
next.
target master.
so
Locking
if
on
you
target.
read the missile, it says like whatever proximity DF, and DF means dumbfire.
Lock.
Oh
Locking
wow.
on
Okay.
target.
So that's why they
Take
like that.
Body.
You got to look at like the entire name of the missile. It'll be the name, and then it's also gonna say its tracking type.
Front
It'll
shields.
say like
Okay.
Front
FAF,
shield
Power
set
shield.
to
fire and
maximum.
forget.
Shields 3.
DF for
Okay.
just dumbfire, and then TL for target lock. It'll say like marksman,
Okay.
For victory.
DF.
So do those have
IR
different
missile.
like locking on durations? Like, because my friend's went from an Avenger to a 325, and he was saying that like his missiles don't lock on nearly as fast as they do in the Avenger.
Yeah, for sure.
Super
But I
Hornet
mean,
mode.
That's weird.
If you
Super
use
Hornet
those
protocols
DF
initiated.
missiles that
Power
come with the
distribution
first
set
Hornet,
to
it's not
weapons and
broken.
shields
I mean, if
master.
you're flying head
Board.
on at someone or behind them and just launch like two of
Next.
them, it'll blow them up. Like
Fixating on
you-
your
you-
target master.
They do a
Target.
lot of damage.
Interesting.
One
Well,
of
they're
the seven
essentially the missiles you get
Acquiring
in the
target lock master.
Next.
Delta.
Acquiring target lock
Or those
master.
completely different
I
missiles.
don't
Yes,
know. I don't
master.
have the Delta.
Attempting to
Next.
lock on
I
target.
mean,
Acquiring
there's three
target lock
types of-
master.
4 types of tracking, right? There's IR, there's EM, and there's cross section, and
Yeah.
then there's dumbfire. And the dumbfire
Okay,
is
so those are the
straight.
four. All right. I was like,
Attempting
looking
to
for.
lock on. Fixating on your
It's a
target
dumbfire
master.
proximity, which
Fire.
is what I think all dumbfires are.
Firing
When it's near
missiles.
their ship, it'll blow up. It doesn't have to hit their ship.
Get target.
Okay.
Now,
'Cause
if
in
it don't fire, or if it's a strike missile, it actually has to
Lock.
hit the ship. So there's
Fixating
proximity,
on your
there's cluster
attempting
missiles,
to
and
lock
there's
on
strike.
target master.
Yeah, I've been playing
Strike
around with the Rattler cluster
Yeah,
missiles,
fire.
and those things are
Firing missiles.
hilariously fun.
Oh, they're sick. Yeah. I mean, right now it's like you pretty much always use IR missiles.
yeah, yeah.
Because their signatures are so high. NVIDIA things.
Could be spawn.
I will
systems
be
reset
glad
master.
when Chaff gets a
Awaiting your
rework
commands.
and kind of doesn't essentially block, everything.
Super
But,
hard on
but yeah,
Get
should
target.
be good.
Board. Next.
Fixating on your target
Although
master.
there is one thing with the cluster
Locking on
missiles I
target.
keep running
Nearest
into is
hostile.
sometimes if I'm close to the target I essentially shot the missiles at, and I'm like going head on and I run by them, and I like launch my missiles right before that happens. Sometimes the little bomblets that shoot out will impact my ship and damage me.
From the cluster.
Yeah, when they actually like do their little cluster flare thing or whatever, and do like it almost looks like an octagon. The little bomblets from time to time will actually shoot out from the missile I just fired and smack me and do quite a bit of damage. And it's like that's not working as intended, possibly, or maybe I'm just firing them too close. But
Kind of amazing how many deltas are flying now. Yeah. People are choosing the Delta over their Super Hornet.
I mean, I flew the Delta for a while, and I flew a Hornet for a little while, and I gotta say I do like the extra maneuverability you get in a Delta. Like, you did feel a lot more maneuverable than in a Hornet. Granted, not with the extra 2 Top Guns, but with 4 Ominskis,
Yeah.
not a lot. You hit anything, you're gonna kill it.
Yep.
For the most
And on
part.
top of that, you have to be really precise when hitting any of the Mustang now, because we've figured out that it's
Because of
not
that damage.
Yeah, it's not a Delta problem. It's all Mustangs.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to hit them in the front or forget it.
Another thing that was weird is the Deltas come with a jump drive. That
That's
was
fine.
weird to me.
Well, all ships are going to be able to put a jump drive in.
That's true, yeah. It just threw me for a loop that one came with one. I was like, that's weird to me. You don't see a lot of combat ships coming with a jump drive. It's kinda
Well, wait
weird.
till the Hornets get them. That's going to be
Yeah.
crazy. The only one that won't get one is the militarized version,
Yeah.
the F7C or whatever it is. You know what? No, I'm not going to do it. I was going to switch to a Delta, but I refuse to play the OP ship.
I refuse.
I'm going to play the one with the squishy shields.
Be right back.
Yep. You guys are welcome to join anytime, eh? Everybody, you guys in the stream too. Come on, get me in.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
Waiting for players. Super Hornet mode.
Master. All weapons bound to weapons group. Power distribution set to weapons and shields master.
Power shields.
Displaying ship's shield levels.
Shields charging. Shields charging.
Reset shields.
Resetting shields.
Shields charging. Shields charging.
Hey, Slippery. Cheers, man. Cheers. Have a good day. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. I can get a match. Why are we not getting a match today?
And back.
Welcome back.
Oh man, I canceled my SOE life pass or whatever
Your
after
SOE.
hearing that news.
What news? What's they
That
fuck up
their
now?
company got bought out.
Sony got purchased?
Yep.
Sony
Well,
Online
SOE.
Entertainment got purchased. And that's what worries me because that's their entire gaming.
Well, who's
online
gonna?
gaming vision.
Who purchased them?
Some bullshit investment company called Columbus Nova,
Oh fuck.
who has a bunch of online, like they wrote some producer letter about like, oh, this is gonna be good for the company, and I'm like, yeah. It
Well,
sucks when people
let's
are
be
telling you they're
honest.
sticking something up your
There
butt.
isn't much Sony could do to fuck itself up anymore than SOE, because those guys are asshats. They made
Yeah, but I still
promises that
enjoy
they
their games.
they made promises
I mean,
they can't keep.
some of
Like
them.
this fucking landmark thing really pissed me off. That was the last straw.
What
for
is
me
it about
anyway.
Landmark? It's an alpha.
I don't care if it was in alpha or beta or whatever. They said, hey, you can purchase this, $100 pack. And if you don't like it, what the fuck?
I have that pack.
Yeah, me too.
I've never played it though.
Yeah, they're like, oh, if you don't like it, you can always ask for a refund. So
Really?
I asked for a refund. And then they said, oh, sorry, that offer has expired. I'm thinking, no, it's not expired. You said I can get it as long as the game wasn't launched. Is the game launched yet? No? Okay. So refund me. I don't want to play this stupid game. It's not what you said it was going to be. You total crap. First you changed it from being a... they changed the name. What was it called before?
It was called EverQuest.
EverQuest Landmark, and now it's what? Landmark? No. Okay,
Landmark.
so it's no longer an EverQuest game. You've taken it out of that. So now it's a standalone game, which, okay,
Well, I
you
mean,
did
it's
agree
still
that
an
it was going to
EverQuest
be a...
game.
That's not. If you played EverQuest, I mean, it's really not. Although, what are they, adding weapons and stuff to it now, I hear? And all
It's
this other
already
stuff?
got 'em.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm talking way back when they said, okay, you can get your money back. And then they wouldn't refund me. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm done with you. So anything Sony produces,
Yeah, I mean,
they can
that's what
kiss
it
my
is.
ass.
That is kind of a scummy business kind of tactic where they essentially, oh, you can get a refund, but only in this probably like really fine print.
And then,
Yeah.
you
No,
know,
it's not.
I've had good experiences.
it would be
with
one
their
thing...
customer service myself.
But if you look at their early podcasting when they're broadcasting on Twitch, and they say it all the time in all of their streams. You don't like it, just ask for a refund. Just ask for a refund. And I've heard people who got their refunds, but then all of a sudden they apparently put this timer on it or whatever, and it was no longer applicable. But nowhere did they make an announcement. They just kept pointing me to their terms of service that said once the product has been released and shipped that they can't give any refunds. Okay, A, you didn't ship anything to me. B, it's still not released. Give me my money back. No, they wouldn't do it.
Well, yeah, that sounds awful. But
They
I've had things where I can plan it side where I've multiple times bought guns and stuff by accident I didn't want.
Did they refund it?
Talked to their and they let me keep the gun.
What the fuck?
Twice. They refunded my money, and they're like, "Hey, we don't do this because we can't. We can't like take the gun back from you." And I'm like, "That's cool." And they're like, "Well, we're gonna do it anyway." And they did it, and I had that happen twice where I bought like some gun that was like $10 or $15 from the thing, and they let me keep it. And give
Might
me
just
my money
depend on the
back.
customer service rep you get.
Yeah,
You know?
and so I was like, I mean, don't get me wrong, but like I was pretty pleased with that myself.
Yeah. And it wasn't like I asked just one person. I kept doing it. I even got ballsy and started in one of their streams saying, "Hey, why can't I get a refund? You promised I can get a refund. QA keeps telling me I can't get a refund. Why am I not getting a refund?" "Oh, you have to talk to QA."
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, so I was really mad.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, like I said, I've played all their games and really enjoyed.
Yeah, anybody want to buy an account?
Not their newer ones, but like EverQuest, EverQuest 2, PlanetSide 2, but like this new Dragon's Prophet, not really. And I mean, I kind of want to play H1Z1, but it still looks really gambly.
And I think that's another iffy game, if you ask me. $5
The
for
really scummy thing that was with that was they were like saying over and over again, there's not going to be any like microtransactions, right?
Right.
And it's going to be just all that blah blah blah. The first day,
$5 micro drop, you know?
It was like,
and you're
what?
lucky if you
Like,
get it.
Yeah, but I'm not worried. Yeah, because it's like one. I mean, that game. It's my one friend's like, it's so pay to win. You can drop in the money, and it's a big scandal. I'm like, dude, it's not pay to win. Like, if you've ever played H1Z1 or watched it played, like people get the drop in, and then they immediately just get killed, and their stuff gets taken by some dude with like a stick.
Right.
And it's like, it's not pay to win if it's like, it's pay to win if you can get shit they can't get. But like, it's not pay to win when you can get the same shit by playing the game that they just get.
But the only way to get that shit is for someone to pay to put it in there. Someone pays.
There's rifles and shit.
Well, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be. It's not necessarily bad
It's just
that
a
like
shortcut,
because
but
they can put microtransactions or whatever, but it just was the way they did it where they were like, we're not gonna have microtransactions, we're not gonna have microtransactions, and then right as it comes
Oops,
out,
we got
bam, there you
microtransactions.
go. Microtransactions. It's like, really, like, come on, just say there's microtransactions before.
Right, and most people would be
Just,
okay with
you know,
that. It's the way gaming
no one's
is
gonna-
right now.
No one's gonna fucking blow a gasket because you have.
Welcome back,
microtransactions,
Explosive.
right?
Welcome back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that
That's-
does. bother me.
Yeah,
That's just
let me
the
do
way
that.
Gaming is right now.
But I gotta warn you though, Explosive. The last 2 attempts I tried to get a match, there were no match. And I'm actually in the public 1.01. What's your handle? Is it the same? Explosive? Nope. Nope. Yep.
Where is my fucking cat? I can hear him licking something in my fucking office, and I don't know where he is.
You can hear your cat licking something? What the fucking kind of tongue is that?
Some, like, some surface somewhere. Like, I'm like, the fuck is he doing? Oh, okay. No, he's outside my office door pawing.
Oh,
at
okay.
to get in the closet. Like he wants to go in there and hide.
Damn.
Nope. Closets aren't for kittens. Nope.
My cat doesn't do that, man. She doesn't want to go hide. She wants to pop on your lap. Hop on your shoulder.
He was like, last night I was in Star Citizen. I was hailing you in the fucking TeamSpeak. I was like, yo, dog, where you at? And my cat was like climbing on the back of my chair. And then like I leaned back and he dug his claws into my shoulders. And then got up and bit my fucking headset and jumped off the chair. Like a fucking prick. Come here, come here.
Why do cats like wires so much, man? Do they hear the buzzing?
Right.
Might be.
Invite sent, bro.
Cats love some fucking string, man.
I don't know if it's string or, but they certainly love wires. This one bit through my monitor cord.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know, right? I heard. I'm like, what the fuck was that? And there's a cat down there still chewing on it.
Puppy chew through a speaker wire once.
I've had a dog chew through like random electronic wires, mainly chargers for some reason. They like to go after those. I don't know why. But I imagine
then they must
it had
get a
something to
shock
do with the
eventually.
frequency or something. Yeah, well, like you'd think they'd stop after the first try, right? But
Yeah,
They, like,
and there's
chew
no
in
doubt
and
she
like,
got
"Ow,
a
it's
shock on
after
that
me."
one. I actually heard her get it, so I'm sure she got a shock.
I guess
She
the
went back to
pain
chew it.
was
Oh,
just like
They like it.
they like the
Damn, that was
I
exhilarating.
taste aluminum.
Yum, copper.
You smell toast.
Oh, that's
Feel a little strokey.
When I was younger, I was such a idiot. I don't know. I was fooling around with a lighter, and there was some little kitten floating by or whatever, and I, hey, watch this, guys. I was high as a kite. I was like, flicking the lighter. I fucking didn't think I'd catch it. I got it by the tail, and the whole thing went up in fucking smoke. Just the whole thing was a ball of fire, then it was bald.
Stank.
Yeah, it didn't hurt it. What? What's up, cat? What's up? What? What? Now she wants to play on my table. Come get me. Huh? What? She just sucks. She'll sit there and whine. Meow, meow, meow. Pick me up. Meow, pick me up. And then I'll move and she'll jump right up on my lap. And then I'll just put her right back down. Go find your mom. What'll it be, dude? Any particular game you want to play? Battle Royale, Dying Star, anything? I'll let you choose. Oh, I don't care, honestly, man. Read it.
I want my Carrick. I want to go
Right.
sit in it. And I just
That's
want to look
same,
at the
dude.
stuff in it.
I am right there with you, man. I have a torrid love affair for the Carrick. Like,
Why?
I don't know.
What do you mean,
just-
why?
Well,
It looks
it's-
fucking wicked.
Yeah,
What do you mean,
There's just
why?
there's just so many things to like about it, though. Plus,
I
if you already
just
had an
wanna sit
Aquila, there's no reason when the sale came up you didn't melt that fucker and go for the Carrick. There's
Right.
no reason.
Oh,
I
if you
have
had an
it, I just
Aquila?
did.
And
I don't
have
know.
a Carrick.
Yeah, if you well, okay, there you go. But like
I
I had
got the
I had
Aquila
Aquila, and I was like just sitting there, and the sale came up, and I was like, "What am I doing?" And I melted that thing right away, and just bam, got the Carrick.
Yeah, if you had the Aquila for exploration, then okay, I would agree with that. But although,
Yeah, it's hard to go.
I've
anything else.
so debated melting it, but
well,
I don't know if I want to because I want to wait till they announce more about the modularity.
Yeah.
Because I like the Aquila's hull. I like the cockpit. I like
It's
Yeah.
nice.
the
I know-
engines.
I had
Part of
one.
me was thinking about grabbing a Taurus, standalone.
Nah, the
More
thing,
so.
if you're gonna get a Taurus, you might as well get an Aquila. Screw it, because the Taurus is just so damn ugly.
Or the Andromeda one or whatever.
It is, right?
Well, I mean, with the modularity system, I'd imagine you'd be able to change out the front, right?
No, they said
No?
no, because it's a different hull.
Just say, oh, okay, it's a completely different hull.
Yep.
They're like you can change out compartments of it. They were like you could change out what's fitted in the cargo hold or maybe the engines.
The Aquila got so much love in the beginning, they messed it up by creating 4 different hulls. Like none of them are the same, right?
All a little different. I mean,
Each one of them, one's a little bit longer than the other, one's a little bit wider, one has a different nose.
Because I was figuring you could probably change the nose if you can change like the top turrets and the bottom turrets. Like, because I know in the Aquila you can switch out that sign station for a extra turret and
Yeah.
other stuff like that. So,
Think, if
but
you
then
could
again,
take,
we really don't know yet. So.
if we could do that, how sweet would it be to take a Phoenix with the Aquila nose
Right?
and paint it all black?
ooh,
That
Like
ship,
super sexy.
stop.
right? Like that would sell. That would really, really sell.
What are you
I mean, seriously.
Doing to
damn.
me, man. Already hitting F5 4 times an hour on their website.
Yeah.
Now you have to give me hope for some mysterious Aquila Phoenix,
Aquila.
Aqua Phoenix.
right?
There you go, Aqua Phoenix.
Aqua Phoenix.
Super Hornet mode.
Super Hornet protocols initiated.
Ew.
Power distribution set to weapons and shields master.
Still waiting for someone to join me. Board.
Let me actually see what.
Oh wow,
I
stars
can-
just popped into view.
I get both the Carrick with lifetime insurance.
Yeah,
Did
I
you?
got 2 year, but it's because I didn't have the funds to do it when it came around the first time.
Yeah, nor did I. But then again, I didn't really want it anyway.
Yeah, but then 2 years is plenty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I
Super
don't,
Hornet
I don't
one?
imagine.
All weapons
Like,
bound to weapons.
since they
fleet.
already said it,
Power
insurance is gonna cost,
distribution
like,
set to
You know there's
weapons
gonna
and
be
like
shields
ships in 2
master.
years.
Oh yeah, easy.
Fucking fuck that Carrick. Let me fly the fucking shablakabak.
Yeah, I figured I'm gonna be more into resource gathering and trade and all that crap anyway. So
Yeah, see, I'm doing mostly science and trade, I think. And like,
Yeah.
all my guilds like, oh, we're gonna do fucking warships and stuff. I'm like, that's cute.
okay, cool. Yeah, you
Yeah,
do that.
like-
Someone who can do that.
And when you
anyway.
need fuel, and when you need,
I
metal.
was thinking like a big thing is gonna be if you're gonna mine something or you're gonna trade any kind of goods or other crap like that, you need to know where certain things are. So like Explorer just kind of came to mind. So I just kind of been doing that just for like if I want to start
I'm
with
wondering
anything.
how
Like
the Explore thing's gonna work. Like, it seems cool, like what they've mentioned about Navigator guilds and Navigator
Well, and
jump
since they're
points.
talking about data getting old, like
Yeah.
information's gonna
But
get
the
old after a
question
while.
is- I mean, what it worries me is, okay, so the way they said
Touch shields.
data would get old
Done.
is if people don't
Expecting
go
to
to
ram
it over
summon
time
master?
because there's no need for it or something. And they gave a couple analogies about like, oh, you find some tin mining,
Yeah.
and it's not
Yeah.
people not enough go to it, it vanishes. But given the way the game grows, usually an MMO has huge growth in the first month or two, and then it peakers down, and then if it catches some weight by the first year, or expansions come out or something, slowly you get people back and it grows. I mean, that's just kind of the model.
yeah,
I mean, the game almost reduces by half after the first month or two.
yeah, it's
And
generally
then it
Power
grows
to
from
weapons.
there.
Weapons
And
3.
what happens is, okay, well, if everything remains constant, like the rate at which data decays, if the game is awesome, more and more people will be in the game over time, and thus making it harder for data to decay, as well as increasing the amount of people doing the data find profession.
Well, and
So-
but I mean, those people coming in at the beginning though, they won't have